Fun fact you probably didn't know. Episode 2. The deeper I dive into the animal kingdom, the more I realize stupidity truly knows no bounds. And today, dear viewer, we present the koala, a living plush toy, and apparently the only surviving member of some ancient biological family whose name I can't even pronounce. If you can, leave it in the comments and educate us all. Now, I may have roasted the kakapo pretty hard last time, but I think I owe that flightless potato an apology, because somehow this eucalyptus-eating drop bear might actually be dumber. Why? Because koalas only eat eucalyptus leaves, still attached to the tree. If you pluck the exact same leaves and offer them nicely, they'll just stare at you like you're offering them tax documents. Their brain makes up just 2% of their body weight, so they literally can't recognize their own food once it's detached. Evolution really said, nah, they'll be fine. And guess what? Eucalyptus leaves are low in nutrition and mildly toxic, which means this fuzzy mistake of nature spends 22 hours a day sleeping. Yes, even lazier than sloths. And if they fall out of trees, which happens more often than you'd hope, their tiny little brains are so underdeveloped, scientists think it's partly to minimize brain damage on impact. At this point, you just gotta respect the strategy. Sure, they're dumb, but hey, they're adorable. So adorable that when it rains, they just sit there, confused, drenched, holding their sad little faces like, what is this strange sky water? But nothing. I mean, nothing. Prepares you for this next bit. Baby koalas survive their early months by eating their mom's poop. Yeah, Mother Nature must have slipped on this one and hit the random button. Now here's where the mood drops a bit. In April 2025, the state of Victoria, Australia, launched a highly controversial operation, using helicopters to euthanize over 700 koalas in Budgebim National Park. The reason? After devastating bushfires destroyed over 2,000 hectares of their habitat, many koalas were left injured, starving, and dehydrated. Authorities claim this was an act of mercy, recommended by vets and wildlife experts. But several animal rights groups argue that shooting from 30 meters in the air makes it impossible to assess each animal's condition. They warn that even healthy koalas, including mothers caring for young, could be wrongly targeted. Groups like Friends of the Earth Melbourne are calling for a pause and demand independent observers be allowed in. The Koala Alliance also raised concerns that orphaned joeys could be left behind to starve if their mothers are shot. Even though the government defends the decision as a last resort, it marks the first time koalas have ever been culled like this, a move that sparked a heated ethical debate. So yeah, laugh at the derpy eucalyptus goblin all you want, but let's not forget, these living stuffed animals still deserve better than being deleted from the planet.